Districts 5 and 6. And first we have the incumbent, Carolyn Holt Clausen.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank the Chamber for sponsoring this forum. As a lifelong resident of Hamlin County, I think it is so important that the candidates come out and be able to meet people in the community. The first question is related to the school budget and what I consider the 3 top priorities in our school system. One of the key responsibilities of a school board is to develop and approve the school budget. In the budgeting process, it is critical to identify system priorities and to build a budget based on those priorities. My first priority is student and staff safety. Safety is always on our radar because we have an important trust to keep. Some of our initiatives include investing in the updated school surveillance equipment, working with our local agencies to develop a crisis management plan, and placing SRO officers in the schools to make our schools more safe. That's only a few of what we are doing to make our schools safe. My second priority is to recruit and retain outstanding teachers and staff. For this to be achieved, we must remain competitive with other school districts to attract the very best teachers. We have a career fair in the spring, and we work with the area colleges to train and recruit teachers. Data provided by the state of Tennessee recently ranks Hamlin County 30th out of 141 school districts for total compensation for our professional staff. I think that speaks volumes about our community. My third priority is to promote and increase student achievement. We have the ACT prep classes, advanced placement courses, accelerated reading. We have the preschool program, all of those in an effort to increase student achievement. Another important responsibility of the school board is to set vision for the school district, and 2 of our questions relate to vision for the school district. Regarding the school facilities, and my vision for capital improvement needs, I believe our schools' facilities have a tremendous impact on teaching and learning. For teaching to be effective, classrooms need to first of all be safe, be free from distractions, provide access to technology for both teacher and student, and a comfortable environment to teach. We have four schools in our system that have the open classroom concept that need to be addressed. The open classroom concept lends itself to distractions and safety issues, and we do have a plan in place for addressing that. We also have a plan for addressing the renovations at Morristown West High School and adding classrooms at Fairview Marguerite to address overcrowded conditions in our elementary schools in our plan as well. We can accomplish this through strategic planning that includes a facility plan outlining each school's needs. But most importantly, we need to approach capital improvements in a reasonable and financially responsible manner so that we are good stewards of the taxpayer dollars. Moving along to technology, we know that all students need strong technology skills to be successful in today's workforce. Our responsibility as a school district is to teach students to use technology in a responsible and appropriate manner. Incorporating student-owned devices, I don't have any problem with that. We just need policies that outline how they're to be used, and we need to be consistent throughout the district. We have a Promise 2020 plan where we're placing computers in each freshman at each of the 2 high schools, and that program is going very well. We do set high academic standards and a rigorous curriculum that challenge students, but I believe strongly in a well-balanced graduate, a student that excels in academics but also is involved in extracurricular activities. So I will tell you that I am a pro extracurricular person. If you know me and you have followed me at any time, I have been very involved and encouraged our students to be involved as well. I appreciate your vote and support. Thank you very much.
Now, in this particular district, we've got 2 challengers, and the next one that we're going to hear from is Eric Dreyer.
Thank you. You can tell from the accent I'm not native East Tennessee. I was lucky enough to retire down here 4 years ago to the most beautiful county in the most beautiful state. And as part of volunteering, giving back to the community, we are the volunteer state, I spend a lot of time at other organizations. I volunteer at the animal shelter. Yes, I have been bitten. I volunteer at an organization that builds homes for the disadvantaged. Yes, I do know how to use a hammer. I have been trained in it, and I have 2 sore thumbs to prove it. I volunteer with Keep Hamlin Beautiful. I volunteer with various community dinners. I make a killer of a chocolate chip banana bread. But most importantly, for the past 4 years, I've been volunteering at West Elementary School. I am the candidate that sees what is happening in the schools on a daily basis. I see what the teachers are going through. Why is Hamlin County, one of the richest counties in the state, have one of the lowest average pay for the teachers? Why must teachers go through a 60 or 70-hour work week? Why must teachers have to put in $2,000 or $3,000 of their own pay for school supplies? Why do a dozen teachers a year leave the school system? You don't hear about this. It is actually a fact. Why are the private schools thriving in Hamlin County? Why is there a new private high school being built in Jefferson County that's going to pull away Hamlin High School students and athletes? Why is there no music or elementary school program, music or art program in the elementary schools? Why do the foreign language in the high school only have 2 years and you can't take a 3rd or 4th year? Why is there no orchestra in the high schools? Why is band an extracurricular activity instead of a credited course? This is very unusual for any high school. Why Hamlin County is one of the fastest growing school systems, has anywhere from 100 to 200 additional students each year. Why are there not a building program to meet these needs? These are questions that you, the public, you, the supporters of the school, you, the teachers, you, the taxpayers, have to be asking. The answers are hard because Hamlin County schools are not self-funded. We depend upon the county to get funding for the schools. The schools cannot raise funds. Now, Betsy and Caroline, both good-hearted, kind people who have the need of the pupils in mind, whoever wins this race, I hope the 3 of us can work together to help solve these problems. We're just going to have to cut costs and use common sense. I understand the school board members get a couple $100s a month for pay. I don't know why. I'm just going to give that money back to the schools in my district to help pay for supplies, to help pay for equipment. We need new equipment. Many of the students come from underprivileged, lower income households and cannot buy their own tablets. We have to buy them for them. So the schools have come a long way. We have a long way to go. I thank you very much for your time. Vote on August 2nd. Thank you.
Our last candidate in the District 5 and 6 school district is Betsy Harden Stibler. Betsy.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being available, and thank you to the Chamber for having us. I am a mother of 3. I have 2 school-age children, Emma, Kate, and Joey. They attend West Elementary and know Mr. Eric. I have a graduate of West High School who just graduated from the Naval Academy and is a ship's officer in San Diego now. I have been on the parental side of our school system for the past 18 years. In that period of time, there has been almost no change to our school board. There has been very little change to the education that is provided to our students, to the facilities that our students study in, to the pay rate and the retention rate of our teachers. Those are the things that I think we must address. So when we talk about what are my priorities for the school system, it's a very, very simple answer, and that is the students, the teachers, and the parents. What are the right decisions for students, teachers, and parents? You must communicate with all of those folks to know where the needs are. Being in a school, whether it's for a lunch once a week or at after-school functions as a school board member, I think helps solidify what those priorities are. When you take a hands-off approach, as we have seen for many years, you do not necessarily know how those policies and procedures are affecting those students, those teachers, and those parents. And that is one thing that Eric talked about, was being on the ground. I see schools having to self-fund playgrounds for elementary school children. I cannot imagine why we do that. Why do we require schools to raise their own funds? Why, if safety is a priority, do we have school children studying in trailers where someone who is off campus could easily create mass mayhem with very little resistance or effort, if these are in fact our priorities? So the priorities are very simple. It is communication. It is being able to talk to your school board member. It is being able to be in those schools, not just the ones in your district, the ones system-wide, and create those educational opportunities that all students deserve the right to have. Those will make the financial decisions much more clear. The other question I have is, why do we not partner with the city more? The city has a very well-vested interest in the success of the school system. If your school system is successful, if your buildings are attractive, people want to come and stay. We heard that as a priority among the county commission candidates, to attract and retain talent. You have to have a system that folks are really impressed with. And the city could do more to help us partner with businesses. One example would be low-cost internet service for children at home through Morristown Utility Systems to provide Wi-Fi access at a lower cost for those children that are on free and reduced lunch. As a system, we know that there are many of those. There is a way to do that. We can talk about technology in the classroom, but unless they have a way to have an equal educational playing field at home, then we don't have a prayer of doing what we need to do, whether it's to help children become college ready or to become workforce able. Along with that technology, we are charging students $50 each to be able to take their computers at home. I have actually spoken to students who are unable to pay that and to do their homework. We must do better by our students with regard to both their education and the opportunities that we give them. I appreciate your time and your vote. Thank you.